So that was REM, Everybody Hurts. And we were talking about procrastination, and we only just got started on it. I think this is a very important subject matter, and I want to gather today just our thoughts, not in shame of procrastination. I struggle with that word, to be honest, too many letters, but to understand it, and without going a bit too deep down the rabbit hole, I want to basically cradle it gently in our palms and ask, why does procrastination visit me so often? And why do you always bring snacks or beer? It's an easy way to dodge, isn't it? I mean, procrastination technically is not laziness, albeit it exposes itself as that. It's also not a weakness, but it exposes itself as that. It is a complex, cunning creature, in my mind. Equal parts fear, perfectionism, rebellion, and sometimes, I guess, exhaustion. Even just thinking about the subject matter that you're procrastinating against, or the issue, in my opinion. You know, the way I see it as well, it wears so many masks. The sudden urge to do things that is not the subject matter. And a sudden urge to, like, have a better diet, or put things in order, the spice rack, the deep psychological need to Google stupid things. I'm not talking from experience here, I'm just trying to give some extremities. Do penguins have knees? Or the sacred ritual of watching one more episode, just one more. We've all done it, haven't we? We've all done it. But beneath its playful disguise lies a truth. Procrastination is actually a signal, a whisper from our inner world that sometimes feels too big, too uncertain, too exposed. It's the brain's way of saying, I'm not ready, even when the deadline says, you better be. Procrastination is a story of my life in some respects. I know I can do it, I just don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it. In my experience. And I think there's a bit of a twist. Procrastination is also a mirror. It reflects our values, our fears, I guess, our dreams. We delay what matters most, not because we don't care, but because we care too much. The novel we haven't started. That's an interesting thought that I scroll through my head quite often. Is I could write a book. In fact, I have wrote a book. It's being published May next year. The business plan gathering dust. The apology we haven't made. I'm good at apologies, actually, when I want to. They all just sit in the waiting room of our hearts, tapping their feet, waiting for courage to call their name. The question is then, so what do we do? The fact is, we have to start small. We forgive ourselves. We name the fear. We make the task laughable. Turn it into a game, a dare, a dance. We ask for help. I'm very good at asking for help. It doesn't. I really. I would ask questions for the sake of asking questions. We celebrate progress, not perfection. And sometimes we just begin, not because we're ready, but because the act of beginning makes us ready. Procrastination is not really the enemy. It is the eccentric friend who shows up late. Oh, my days. This is generally what I think about. I genuinely think, God, can you just please just get on with it? No, I'm terrible. But always teaches us something. It reminds us that we're human, flawed, wildly creative, and capable of turning even delay into art. And that's the thing, when I procrastinate, and I do it a lot, is that as soon as I've done it, I feel very pleased that I've done it, and I knew I could always do it, but I just delay, and I don't know why. I know I'm not the only one that has this problem. So the next time, my feeling that you find yourself staring at the ceiling, wondering if the clouds as personalities, and that's what I do. I look at the clouds, I really do, and kind of think, I wonder, what made that shape, or how come the clouds are moving so fast? You're not alone, I assure you. I know many people who are in the same boat as me. And, the way I see it is that we just somehow we need to push ourselves and basically just do it. But yeah, procrastination is an issue. Now, one thing I will say is that no one's perfect. You just got to start one step at a time and be proud of those moments, which may be minuscule, but it may only be 10%, 20% of what you actually want to achieve. But imagine when you get to 80, 90, 100, and if there is such a thing, 110%, the feeling is very different. The problem is that cycle starts all over again. Procrastination for you. Now I'm going to play Coldplay. Enjoy.